So at D23 we also got our first look at some of the upcoming Marvel projects, these being Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and also WandaVision. We got the first official concept art photos officially released to the public, and I have to say they are pretty interesting to say the least. So yeah, I'm not done with D23 quite yet, although I've done a couple of videos already in a couple of different subjects. I want to do a couple more just about the other overall topics from D23, in particular in this video talking about the new Marvel posters that we received for the upcoming Marvel projects that I previously mentioned. So strap yourselves in and let's dive into these breakdowns. So I'm going to start off with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is of course the upcoming series on Disney Plus, starring Anthony Mackie and also Sebastian Stan as their characters respectively. I'm going to be looking at these posters on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So I'll put the poster up here just so you can have a look at it. But this first poster for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there are a couple of things you can look at it. For one, you got to look at the two main characters. Of course, for now we'll focus on Bucky. You can look at Bucky here. Obviously, the biggest difference you can see is that he's changed his hair. He no longer has the long hair that Bucky or the Winter Soldier is famous for. He's gone for his more classic look that you saw in the first Avenger. So he's kind of gone back to that look and also completely changed his Winter Soldier outfit. He no longer is dressed like the Winter Soldier that we saw both in the movies, but also, you know, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame. He's completely changed his look there. He still has the metal arm, of course, but he's changed up his outfit to a lot more of a simple blue outfit, which I think is really nice. I think it actually looks really good on Bucky and something that works really well for his character. I think there's a bit of symbolism here. I think that the change in the hair obviously represents the fact that he is no longer the Winter Soldier. Even though this series still has the Winter Soldier in the title, I still think that this series is obviously all about Falcon and Winter Soldier kind of going next into their next step in their superhero careers, whether that's Falcon actually becoming Captain America or maybe Bucky will become Captain America in this series. We don't know really what's going to happen, but I think that this is Bucky officially moving away from the Winter Soldier mantle and taking up the next mantle, be it Captain America, maybe White Wolf, or maybe just something else entirely. Point is, this is Bucky moving away from the Winter Soldier mantle, and I think that's kind of what that represents. Now going over to Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, we look at his thing and we see he has a completely new costume. This is completely different to the costumes we've seen so far in the films, and this is a lot more of a Captain America-esque costume. You can see the colours here. There's a lot of white, there's a lot of red, and there's also a bit of blue in there as well. So that is of course the Captain America colours. So this is really cool as well, just seeing him there and seeing him taking up that mantle. Obviously that was what Steve asked him to do at the end of Endgame. We still don't quite know what's going on. We've heard a lot of contradicting reports, especially from Anthony Mackie in regards to what Sam is actually doing in this series, whether he is Captain America, whether he's not. There are a lot of different conflicting reports, but it's just one of those things. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with it, but I definitely feel like they are giving Sam that kind of Captain America-esque thing. I'm just interested to see where they're going to go with it, because the Sam Wilson Captain America didn't last too long in the comics, so I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. But then I've always said that out of the two options of Sam and Bucky, I've always felt that Sam was the more appropriate option for the films, just due to the fact that Sam is a lot more of a likable character than Bucky, and also Bucky is kind of not untrustworthy, but obviously he's kind of unhinged and he has a lot of history and he doesn't really have the kind of correct, you know, mindset to kind of be Captain America at this point, whereas Sam does. So I feel like it's a lot more possible for Sam to be Captain America than Bucky in this series within the MCU, but who knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of different things going into this series, and it's definitely one of the most interesting ones from the Phase 4 slate. Now, moving over to Black Widow, this is the actual first proper official poster for Black Widow, and this looks really cool. I'm all about this poster. I love the colors in it. I love the red. It looks fantastic. Obviously, we have Natasha right there in the middle, and she looks fantastic as always. That's a new suit there. We've also seen another new suit that she's going to be getting, which is like an all-white suit. It reminds me a lot of the White Canary suit from Legends of Tomorrow, but I really love just everything with this suit so far. It looks really cool, really technologically advanced for Black Widow. And then we get to see a lot more of a better look at all the other characters. On the left side of the poster, we can see a lot more of what I'm assuming are the Black Widows. Specifically, of course, we have Florence Pugh, one of my favorite actresses right now, playing Yelena Belova. We see her there. She looks great. I'm so happy that Florence Pugh is in the MCU. Like I say, I think she's one of the best young actresses working today. You just got to look at Fighting With My Family or Midsommar. She's just one of the best actresses we have working today, especially given her age. And she looks great in this poster. I can't wait to see what she's going to be doing in this movie. And then on the right side, you can see Rachel Weisz at the back. Again, very excited to see Rachel Weisz in the MCU. She's a wonderful actress. But what obviously is taking the spotlight here is David Harbour as Red Guardian, who is, of course, the kind of Russian Nazi kind of interpretation of Captain America. We can see him there in the red version of the Captain America suit with the beard. Looks great. You can definitely see that is David Harbour. And I really think that David Harbour is a great casting choice to play this role, especially because when you look at him, he just looks very, very visually appealing in that costume with the beard. It's a very, again, anti-Captain America, which is what this character is supposed to be. So I think that will look great. And then at the top of the poster, we get to see Taskmaster, who is looking to be the main villain and main antagonist of this movie, which is awesome. There's still a lot of speculation, of course, regarding who Taskmaster actually is, who he's going to be under the mask. There's a lot of speculation it'll be Rachel Weisz's character, a lot more speculation it might actually be Florence Pugh's character. So there's a lot going into it, but I feel like Taskmaster is such an interesting villain, and definitely one we've never seen in the MCU before, and definitely a very formidable foe for Black Widow to take on, because I was interested to see which villain from the comics they were going to pull for the villain of this movie, and I think Taskmaster was probably their best choice. So I'm really happy with all this. This poster looks brilliant. The more I hear about Black Widow, the more excited I get about it, because obviously I did get some comments saying that, you know, how could this be your least anticipated of the Phase 4 slate, but the more I hear about it, the more excited I get, and this poster, it's just beautiful. I love it. And then finally we have the poster for WandaVision. Now, WandaVision is the most weird and interesting kind of project within the Marvel Cinematic Universe for Phase 4, because it just looks just wacky and insane. We get to see, like, you know, all this different homages to the Dick Van Dyke Show. Obviously, this is very much inspired by that 50s aesthetic, and you can just see that in this poster. Like, you can see, obviously, just by the style of it, it looks very 50s, 40s stylized. We can see Wanda and Vision right in the middle there, again, looking like all happy families. It all looks good. But then in the background behind them, you can actually see silhouettes, which represent their comic counterparts. You can actually see Vision with his comic counterpart there, with, like, you can even see, like, a bit of a light coming out of his head, and also Scarlet Witch, who actually has her classic comic book headpiece there, which is really cool as well. I really like that. And then you can also see the TV actually has some red light coming out from it as well, which could be, you know, the threat of this series. It could be what Wanda is maybe fearing. Like, there's a lot of speculation as regards to what this series actually is, where it's set, how it comes about. My personal theory is that this could actually be set all in Wanda's head. Like, this could actually all be, you know, kind of a, almost like a manifested realm within her brain that she's created, that she escapes to, you know, a realm where Vision is still alive, where they can just live out their lives normally. And this is why all these other random characters from the other parts of the MCU are popping up. Like, we know that Darcy from the Thor movies is in this, and also that Jimmy Woo from the Ant-Man movies is in this. So all these different weird cast members that you would have never expected, that's how they can exist in this, you know, universe without it really breaking continuity. And also that actually adds a lot of sense to the WandaVision title. WandaVision, you know, it just seems like it's a way to put the, you know, characters' names in the thing. But, you know, they did that in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that's just called the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This isn't called Wanda and the Vision. The fact it's called WandaVision makes it feel like, you know, it's Wanda's vision. So there's a lot of speculation going into this. Like I say, we still don't know a lot about WandaVision. We still don't really know what it is, and that's what's extremely interesting to me about it. But this poster definitely adds a lot more intrigue and a lot more engagement for me to check this series out when it eventually comes out on Disney Plus, when Disney Plus arrives here in the UK. But definitely an interesting one, and definitely the most speculative of the three that we've received over D23. But what did you guys think about these posters? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Which one of the Disney Plus shows are you most looking forward to, and which one of these posters got you most excited about Disney Plus and the Marvel shows coming to them? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you want to see more movie reviews, TV reviews, and movie and TV related videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again next time.